The new US Open champion. Yes, we used to say it was Vamos, Rafa, whenever a Spaniard won a Grand Slam title. Now it is Vamos, Carlos. Breaking news, folks. Carlos Alcaraz has won the US Open by beating Casper Ruud in four titanic sets. Yes, breaking news. Carlos Alcaraz has beaten Casper Ruud of Norway to become the fourth Spaniard to win the US Open. Carlos Alcaraz joins Manuel Orantes, Manuel Santana, and Rafael Nadal as the other Spaniards to have won the US Open. Carlos Alcaraz defeated Casper Ruud 6-4, 2-6, 7-6, 6-3. It was simply a brilliant effort from Carlos Alcaraz because he has been touted as one of the best tennis players in the modern era. He's also been touted as one of the torchbearers who will take over the mantle from Rafael Nadal. So, this US Open title only confirms what has been our gut instinct, folks, that Carlos Alcaraz is one of the future superstars in the world of tennis. The game began in a very attritional manner, folks. 3 hours and 25 minutes in the final. And remarkably, this final, combined with his previous other 3 consecutive 5-setters, and his entire tally in the US Open has now gone to 25 hours. Carlos Alcaraz has spent 25 hours on Alcaraz. It's like you spent one entire day playing at the stadium. That is the magnitude of how Carlos Alcaraz had done it. Remember, this match started in a very attritional manner with both players trying their best to get on top of the other. Alcaraz employed the baseline brilliantly, and it was the baseline. Remember, Spanish players, especially in the Rafael Nadal era, have used the baseline to just counter their opponents. Alcaraz used the baseline brilliantly, and it is because of that baseline theory that Casper Ruud was found wanting. He tried to maintain the sustain the aggression. He tried to match Alcaraz for each and every ground stroke, but he was found wanting. Unfortunately, because of this, Carlos Alcaraz managed to get the better of Ruud in the first set itself. However, very uncharacteristically, Casper Ruud came back in grand style. And in the second set, there were plenty of unforced errors from Carlos Alcaraz. He made some pretty trivial mistakes, found the net quite a few times, and because of that, the unforced errors mounted. Alcaraz's serve also faltered a bit, and Casper Ruud won the second set 6-2. The third set held the entire key to this battle. 6-5, Casper Ruud was leading. The chance to win the third set, he had 3 set points. But on each and every occasion, Carlos Alcaraz managed to hold his nerve and get the better of the Norwegian. When he lost 3 set points, you could see it, that momentum was totally gone. And in the tiebreaker, backhand and forehand of Casper Ruud just deserted him. Too many unforced errors and too many net shots. And that is why Casper Ruud lost that set. Sadly, he tried to hold his own and he tried to drag the shots as much as possible in the fourth set. But Carlos Alcaraz was simply being brilliant, ruthless, and maintaining that baseline, so that what happened as the match progressed, it was very simple. As the pressure mounted, it ensured that Casper Ruud, who was winning the long points, could not win it anymore. There is a certain level of sustained aggression from the baseline which makes Casper Ruud very if I may have to look at it, Casper Ruud just could not sustain the pressure that Alcaraz was putting on a consistent basis. Remember how Rafael Nadal used to break down opponents? A very sustained and a brilliant display from the baseline, relentless and consistent. But what makes Alcaraz even better is that when the pressure is there for him and when he wants to ensure that points are won on a quick basis, he uses the drop shot a lot often. In all the sets that was played, Casper Ruud just could not get the better of, you may say, Alcaraz's drop shots. Alcaraz did miss a few drop shots. He found the net, but 70% of his drop shots connected. And that is why he would wear Ruud down in the baseline and then get in the shock value of the drop shot. So the combination of the drop shot as well as the baseline play made certain that Alcaraz could wear down Ruud in a much more efficient manner. Now, I got a question here, Shubham Goyal. Who will be the new world number one now? Look, Casper Ruud was ranked number 5 and Alcaraz was seeded third. Now, according to many media reports that I had read, the one who wins the US Open will now be the new world number one. So, Carlos Alcaraz might be your new world number one. And looking at Spain's dominant display in 2022, the 2022 Grand Slam calendar has come to an end. Rafael Nadal won Australia and he won the French. Djokovic won Wimbledon and another Spaniard, Carlos Alcaraz, has won the US Open. Remember, Manuel Orantes, Manuel Santana, Rafael Nadal, and now Carlos Alcaraz. These 4 guys have now won the US Open from Spain. Now, it was a case of missed opportunity for Casper Ruud because he gave a very tough fight. Heading into this contest, he was already 0-2 down in the head-to-head encounters against Alcaraz. But now, he gave Alcaraz a tough fight. In the second set, he showed that he could counter Alcaraz's baseline move and mix up the shots, mix up the lobs, mix up the drop shots. But at the end of the day, it just did not happen for him. The consistency with which Alcaraz maintained, and it is a remarkable testament to his fitness. 3 brutal, absolutely brutal 5-setters. Quarterfinal, semi-final, and even the 4th round. The quarterfinal against Yannick Sinner went well over 5 hours and 30 minutes. The game even against Francis Tiafoe went over 5 hours. So both games, we all thought he would be fatigued, but here he just raised his fitness level to another level altogether. So breaking news, people who have joined us, Carlos Alcaraz has won the US Open and he's become the 4th Spaniard to do it. Casper Ruud, on the other hand, could have become the first Norwegian tennis player ever to have won a Grand Slam after 96 years. But that unfortunately has not happened. So Carlos Alcaraz wins in 4 straight sets, and Spain's domination in 2022 when it comes to the Grand Slams is now complete. 3 titles have been won by Spain. 2 by Rafael Nadal, 1 by Carlos Alcaraz. And Carlos Alcaraz had shown that he is one for the future when he defeated both Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic earlier in the year in Madrid. Achieving that success on clay, especially against the emperor of clay, Rafael Nadal, means that now the proverbial passing of the torch moment has happened. And the US Open does have a penchant for producing the best athletes that are there. Remember Dominic Thiem, remember Daniil Medvedev. All these new upcoming stars have found their footing in the US Open. Alcaraz just joins that list. So breaking news, people, at 5:15 a.m. IST, we have crowned a new US Open champion, and that is Carlos Alcaraz Garcia. Thank you so much, folks, for listening to this live. We'll be back with more updates from Sports Today. Press the like, comment, and share button. We are also there on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, folks. Don't forget to download the AajTak app and also check out the AajTak English website. Thank you. Bye-bye. Vanakkam. Good morning.